Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Pramanande. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayen Nasta Prayesu Habadresu Nityam Bhagavatam Sevayam Bhagavate Uttamasloke Bhakti Bhavati Naisakhe. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is very meant of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead Narayana, unto Nara Narayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. By regular attendance in classes on Srimad Bhagavatam, and by rendering of service unto the pure devotees of the Lord, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the Personality of Godhead, whose praise with transcendental song is established as an irrevocable fact. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 14, Text 30. Chapter entitled The Forest of Enjoyment. Yada pakkandibhir atma vanchittester guru vanchito brahmakulam samavasam slesam silam upannaya nadi Srauta smarta karmanusta Nena bhagavato yagya purusasya radhanam eva tat arochayan sudra kulam bhajate nigamachare suddhito yasya mitunibhava kudumbam bharanam Yada vanarajate. Yada when Pakandibir by Pasandis, godless atheists, Atmavanchite, who themselves are cheated, Thai by them, Uru more and more. Vanchita, being cheated. Brahmakulam, the bona fide Brahmana, strictly following the Vedic culture. Samavasan, settling among them to advance spiritually. Tesam, of them, the Brahmanas who strictly follow Vedic principles. Silam, the good character. Upannayanahadi, beginning with offering the sacred thread or training the conditioned soul to qualify as a bona fide Brahmana. Srauta, according to Vedic principles. Smarta, according to the authorized scriptures, derived from the Vedas. Karma anusthanena, the performance of activities. Bhagavata, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yajna Purusasya, who is worshipped by Vedic ritualistic ceremonies. Aradhanam, the process of worshipping him. Eva, certainly. Tat arochayan, not finding pleasure in it due to its being difficult for unscrupulous persons to perform. Sudra Kulam, the society of Sudras. Bhajate, it turns to. Nigama Achare, in behaving according to Vedic principles. Asudita, not purified. Yasya, of whom. Miduni Bhava, sex enjoyment, or the materialistic way of life. Kudambam Bharanam, the maintenance of the family. Yata, as it is. Vanarajate, of the society of monkeys, or the descendants of the monkey. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation: the pseudo Swamis, yogis and incarnation who do not believe in the Supreme Personality of Godhead are known as pasandis. They themselves are fallen and cheated because they do not know the real path of spiritual advancement, and whoever goes to them is certainly cheated in his turn. When one is thus cheated, he sometimes takes shelter of the real followers of Vedic principles, Brahmanas or those in Krishna consciousness, who teach everyone how to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead according to the Vedic rituals. However, being unable to stick to these principles, these rascals again fall down and take shelter among Sudras, who are very expert in making arrangements for sex indulgence. Sex is very prominent among animals like monkeys, and such people who are enlivened by sex may be called descendants of monkeys. Purport. By fulfilling the process of evolution from the aquatics to the animal platform, a living entity eventually reaches the human form. The three modes of material nature are always working in the evolutionary process. Those who come to the human form through the quality of Sattva Guna were the cows in their last animal incarnation. Those who come to the human form through the quality of Rajoguna were lions in their last animal incarnation. And those who come to the human form through the quality of a Tamoguna were monkey in the last animal incarnation. In this age, those who come through the monkey species are considered by modern anthropologists like Darwin's to be descendants of monkeys. We receive information herein that those who are simply interested in sex are actually no better than monkeys. Monkeys are very expert in sexual enjoyment, and sometimes sex glands are taken from monkeys and placed in the human body so that a human being can enjoy sex in old age. In this way, modern civilization advanced, Many monkeys in India were caught and sent to Europe so that their sex glands could serve as replacement for those of old people. Those who actually descend from the monkeys are interested in expanding their aristocratic families through sex. In the Vedas, there are also certain ceremonies specially meant for sexual improvement and promotion to higher planetary system, where the demigods are enjoying sex. The demigods are also very much inclined towards sex because that is the basic principle of material enjoyment. First of all, the conditioned soul is cheated by the so-called swamis, yogis, and incarnation when he approaches them to be relieved of material miseries. When the conditioned soul is not satisfied with them, he comes to the devotees and pure brahmanas who try to elevate him for final liberation from material bondage. However, the unscrupulous conditioned soul cannot rigidly follow the principle of prohibition, principles prohibiting illicit sex, intoxication, gambling, and meditating. Thus, he falls down and takes shelter of people who are like monkeys. In the Krishna conscious movement, these monkeys disciples, being unable to follow the strict regulative principles, sometimes fall down and try to form societies based on sex. This is proof that such people are descendants of monkeys and confirmed by Darwin. In this way, in this verse, it is therefore clearly stated, Yada Vanara Jati. Om Agyanatimirandasya Jnananjano Salakaya Chaksoranmulitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vande Am Sri Gurun Sri Yutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sangrajatam Sahagano Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadotam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitam Sam E Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bando Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Sule Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatrubhyascha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So here, by the mercy of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, we got a great privilege to come together and hear the wonderful message of Srimad Bhagavatam. And we are reading the chapter entitled The Forest of Enjoyment. So Prabhupada has beautifully explained what is this forest of enjoyment. Prabhupada gave an example of a merchant, a businessman. He enters into the forest to find a rarely, very valued things for business, find something very valuable things from the forest so that he can do business for the good price. But then in the forest there are so much of dangers are there. Especially this forest is very big and is unknown to the people who are entering to the forest. How much the forest is wide and spread all over is very difficult for them to understand. And there are all kinds of animals are living in the forest. So there are always great danger in the forest. And yet explains that in that forest of this material world, we, the living entities, have entered and we are looking for a different sort of enjoyment, and ultimately the highest pleasure in this material world are considered the sexual intercourse among the living beings. In this way, for this insignificant enjoyment of this sexual intercourse, the living entities have compromised their own principle, being a devotee, being an eternal, fragmental part and parcel of Krishna. They got a great principle in their life to be serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Sanatan Goswami, Jiva re Swarup ai, Krishna re Nityadas, Krishna re Tatata Sakti Beda Beda Prakas. Every living entities in this world, they are fragmental, they are eternal part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna has got three different potencies. One is called Andaranga Sakti, the spiritual potencies. Another one is called Bahiranga Sakti, the material potency. And another one is called Tatata Sakti, the intermediate potency, mixture of spiritual and material potencies. Somewhere or other, we the living being, we have forgotten that we are internal potency, andaranga, we are spiritual potency. By nature, we are Sakchidananda, we are eternally blissful, knowledgeable, and there is no death for us in this material world. Somewhere or other, due to a desire to enjoy separately from Krishna. So we are the pure soul, have decided to keep away from Krishna for the bit of this sense enjoyment. For that reason, the Lord kindly have created these material planets. Eko vai narayano hasin, na brahmo na iso napno na sakidase, said in the Vedas, that before Narayana, Mahavishnu, there is no Brahma, there is no Indra, there is no Rudra, there is no moon, there is no sun, there is no sky. Before Narayana, there is nothing existed in this world. Narayanat Brahma Jayate, Narayanat Indra Jayate, Narayanat Ekadasa Rudra Jayate, Narayanat Prajapati Prajayate. From Narayana, Mahavishnu comes Lord Brahma. From Narayana comes Lord Shiva. From Narayana comes Rudras. From Narayana comes Prajapati Daksha. From Narayana, everything emanates in this world simply for making a platform for the living being who wanted to separately enjoy from Krishna. In this way, from Mahavishnu, by his exhaling, by his breathing, then millions of universes have come out from the pores of the body of Mahavishnu in the form of a seed. And now, within the seed, now the Mahavishnu glances at the seed and impregnates the living entity into that seed. And now the seed transforms into a Mahatattva. The total sum elements, material elements for creation. In the Mahatattva preliminary, the beginning, there were 16 material elements were there, 5 gross elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether, 5 knowledge acquiring senses, the ear, the eyes, nose, tongue and skin, 5 working senses, the leg, the anus, the genital, the hand and the voice, and 1, the mind. So this is the preliminary material elements known as Mahatattva. Now Mahatattva expand into altogether 24 elements. That is how the human material body is made by 24 elements. 5 gross elements, 5 knowledge acquiring elements, 5 working elements, 5 objects of the elements, and the 3 mind, intelligence and false ego, 23 elements which are manifested. There's 1 element is not manifested, that is the modes of material nature. In this way, the pure living entity, because they desire to be away from Krishna for sense enjoyment, and Krishna has made this creation available through Mahavishnu. From the pores of his body, millions of universes emanated, and that was in the form of a seed. Now Mahavishnu glances at the seed and he impregnates the living entity into the seed. Now the seed have expanded, transformed as Mahatattva with the material elements. Now Mahatattva expands into a modes of material nature, into a false ego, false identification. In this way, we are the pure living being. Sarva yonisu kaunteya murtaya sambhavanti atasam brahma mahat yonir aham bija pradapita. We are the children of Krishna. Sadvam rajas tamahiti prakritir gunasambhava nibhanani mahabhavo deha dehinam abjayam. Now this material creation is consists of 3 modes of nature. There are ahankara in the mode of goodness, there are ahankara in the mode of passionate, there are ahankara in the mode of ignorance. So when we, the pure living entities, come in touch with the material world, which is consists of the 3 kinds of ahankara. The ahankara in the mode of goodness is that it is the preliminary, prominent with the knowledge. That has been explained in the chapter 14, text 11. Sarvadvare sudehesmin prakasam upajayate jnanam yada tadvidyat vivritam sadvam iti uta. When the living entity, we are pure by nature, when we come into this material existence, which is consists of 3 modes of nature, So now either we interact with the mode of goodness, sarvadvare sudehesmin. That means the whole body of a human being, when they interact with the modes of nature, they are enlightened, they are induced, they've been influenced by the knowledge in their life. Lobha pravartir arambam karmano asamaspriya rajasi itani jayante vivritam bharatar sabha. When we interact with the mode of passionate, then that creates unlimited desires in our heart. That will be a lot of anchoring and lamentation for the enjoyment of the world. Aprakaso pravartim cha pramoda moham eva cha tamasi itani jayante vivratam kurunandhana. And the Lord explained, when we interact with the mode of ignorance, that brings in a lot of illusion in our life. So the mode of goodness brings knowledge, the mode of passionate brings desires, and the mode of ignorance brings illusion in our life. Rajastama chabibhuye sadvam bhavati bharata Raja sadvam tama iti sadvam rajastamasya. Explained in the chapter 14, text 10. In this way, the three modes of material nature is fluctuating all the time. We are becoming unsteady in our life. Our mind becomes restless. It's not all the time, it's all same in our life. From the morning till night we go back to bed. If you study what happened today, the whole day in your life, you will understand you have gone through different kind of situation and your mind have reacted differently. There was a time you were a little bit happy. There was a time you were a little bit unhappy. There was a time you were a mixture of happy and happiness of your life within a day, fluctuating. In this way, we've been connected into this material atmosphere, and in the search of happiness, we are finding it. Our happiness is very unstable, and we are finding it very difficult to be very peaceful and happy in our life. Because that is the nature can offer to us. The material nature cannot offer anything very steady, very stable in our life, because the very nature of the material creation is that it is combined together with three modes of nature and is very unsteady. In the chapter 6:26, Krishna told Arjuna, Yato yato nishalati manam chanchalam asiram tato tata nimyatat atmani eva vasam nayet. Krishna told Arjuna, from wherever your mind wander due to the unsteady nature, and please bring it back, the mind under your control. So the mind is very unsteady. The mind has no foundation. And the mind is always flickering. Like I've been saying yesterday, there are 5 kinds of living beings with 5 kinds of minds are there. One is called Sipita, monkey sort of mind. One is Muda, the donkey sort of mind. One is Viksipita, the butterfly sort of mind. One is Ekagra, the eagle sort of mind. And one is Niruddha, the Samadhi, the advanced, the yogi sort of mind. In this way, we are caught into a situation. Even with everything in our life, we are not very happy. Just like Hiranyakasipu, he had everything in his life. He was given a great boon by Lord Brahma. There is no requirement for him to die daytime or nighttime. There is no requirement for him to die inside or outside of the residence. There is no requirement for him to die on the ground or in the sky. There is no requirement for him to die by using weapons created by Lord Brahma. There is no requirement for him to die by the attack of the human or animal. And he has got all the material opulences for him to enjoy, and he was enjoying. But yet he was not very happy in his life. When he was brought, when Prahlad Maharaj, his son, was brought to Hiranyakasipu from the Gurukul by Sanda and Amarka, and the father Hiranyakasipu asked him what he has been studying in the Gurukul. That is there in the Canto 7, Chapter 5, Text 5. Prahlad said to his father, Tatsadu manne suravarya dehinam sada samvigya dhiram asad griya idvada papam griya andakupam vanam gato yaddarim asrayetya. Prahlad Maharaj told his father, my dear demoniac father, those who have taken birth in the temporary material world and entered into a family life, they are like a fallen into the dark well where there is no water. And they are always very unhappy about their life. And my advice to you, if you wanted to become happy, you should go to Vrindavan. There is one Supreme Personality of Godhead in the name of Krishna. You surrender unto Him. Sravanam kirtanam chasya smaranam pada sevayam archanam vandanam dasyam sakyamatma nivedhanam. In the Canto 7, Chapter 5, Text 23, Prahlad Maharaj told his father, go and take shelter of Krishna and practice the 9 stages of devotional service. You hear carefully about Krishna consciousness. You chant carefully about the glories of Krishna. And you remember that glories in this way. By ultimately surrendering to Krishna, you will become very happy in your life. But unfortunately, Hiranyakasipu was not able to take the advice of Prahlad. Just like we are trying to educate this entire human society about the reality of life. What is the reality of life? There are 4 noble truths in life. Dukkha, Samudaya, Nirodha and Marga. Dukkha means the material world is full of miseries. Number 1. Samudaya means these miseries are emanated due to the reason. There's a cause why the material life have emanated for us. The material problem have come. Number 3, these material problems are temporary. It can be eliminated. Number 4, Marga, there is a way to eliminate the material miseries of life. So this is what we are trying to tell the people out there. That you are taking birth, you are growing old, you become sick, and you are dying one day. Beside that, there is Adi Daivika Klesa, Adi Bhautika Klesa, Adi Atmika Klesa. Beside your birth, old age, disease and death, there are miseries coming by the material nature. There are miseries coming through the other living entities. And there are miseries are coming through our own mind and body. So we are trying to educate them. There's a way to eliminate your miseries. But they are not understanding our language. Just like Hiranyakasipu was not able to understand the advice of his son Prahlad Maharaj. Because Prahlad Maharaj told Hiranyakasipu the reason why he is not understanding. The very simple solution Prahlad have told his father. With all the money in the world, all opulences, all the boon you have got from the Lord Brahma, still you are not very happy. The reason is that because you have fallen into the temporary material world and you have accepted the temporary material enjoyment being the highest in your life. A simple solution, he said, you go to Krishna, surrender. And now Hiranyakasipu got angry with his son. He said, where did you learn this knowledge? Where did you learn? Who have taught you this thing? Tell me, where did you have learned? And for that, Prahlad Maharaj told his father in the Canto 7, Chapter 5, Text 30. He said to his father, Matirna Krishna Parato Sotova Mito Bipadyeta Griyavartanam Adanda Gobi Tamisa Vistam Puna Puna Charvita Charvanana. My dear father, those people who have decided in their life everything is about sense enjoyment, nothing else is there in the world. You are coming to the life for one time, you live and die for only once. Enjoy, enjoy, and enjoy. Whether you beg or borrow or steal, if you wanted to enjoy, you don't have money, you try to beg from other people. If they are not giving you, try to borrow from them. If they are not still giving you, steal from them. And what for? Enjoy. He says, Yanmaitu nadi giriya meri sukham me tucham. Sukham, this tucham is insignificant. He says the sexual pleasure in this world like a rubbing of a hand to resolve some of your itchiness in your hand. In the beginning, the rubbing become pleasure, and after some time when the skins are spilling over and when become burning and burning, which have started in the name of pleasure. Our family life, wife, children, the country, work and everything, after some time we become tired of everything. We become tired of our husband, we become tired of our wife, we become tired of our children, we become tired of this politician, and we become tired of the country. And in the old age, we are just waiting when the superintendent of death can come. I cannot tolerate the miseries of this material world. Enough is enough. When he can come, I can die and just go. And we are not able to understand because we are like Hiranyakasipu, decided into this thing. We already fixed our mind. What is the mind? There is nothing about Krishna consciousness. There is nothing about Krishna. There is nothing about religion and philosophy. Only one thing in the world. What is that one thing? Just simply enjoy your life. When Lord Brahma created the donkey, Lord Brahma told the donkey, you go to Switzerland and live for 30 years. The donkey told Lord Brahma, 30 years is too long. We are merely a donkey. They will treat us like a donkey. So please reduce my duration of life. Brahma said, okay, I take away 10 years from you. Go for 20 years. And he kept the 10 years one side. Then now he created a dog. And he told the dog, you go to Switzerland and live for 30 years. The dog said, 30 years is too long, my dear Brahma. However, grateful we are to the owners. They only treat us like a dog. So please reduce. And Brahma took away 20 years from the dog. Or Brahma took away 10 years from the dog and kept it aside. Sent the dog to Switzerland. And after that, Brahma created a monkey. And he told, go to Switzerland, live for 30 years. The monkey says, we are monkey. We depend on the trees to live. The useless people in the world, they are cutting off all the tree for material gain. So time to come, there won't be any tree for us to live. Please reduce. So Brahma said, okay, I'll reduce 10 years for you. He kept the 10 years of dog, 10 years of a donkey, 10 years of the monkey. So he got 30 years set aside. And now Brahma created a human being, told the human being, you go to Switzerland and live for 30 years. And the living being, the human being started to cry. They complained to Brahma. Brahma said, why you are complaining? What's your problem? He said, 30 years is very too low, too small. 30 years is not enough. Give us more. And Brahma says, he says the donkey says too long, he gave 10 years of his life. Then dog says too long, gave 10 years. And the monkey gave another 10 years. I got this 30 years here. So he said, I give you 10 years, 30 plus 40. Go. And human being, he cried again, not enough. Brahma said, why not enough? He said, look, my dear Brahma, by the age of 25, 30 years old, we would have finished our studies. When we do PhD and everything, 30 years old, we finish, we find a job. And next, 20 years, we have to buy a house, we have to get married, we have to have a children. Then minimum, we need 50 years to settle down. So Brahma says, okay, 40 years, not, I give another 10 years. That is, the donkeys, the dog's life is there. And he started to complain again. Brahma said, why? I said, we just settled down. And we will be finishing our work, we will be taking retirement. And after 50 onward, slowly we are retiring from hard labor. And there's a time for us to enjoy in life. And we finished our education, we bought a house, we got a family, we got a children. And after 50, we wanted to enjoy what we have worked hard for. And that time you wanted to come and take our life is not very good. So add in a bit more. And Brahma gave another 10 years, so 60 years been given. 30 of his own duration of life, 30 from the dog, donkey and monkey. And he cried again. Brahma said, what is your problem? He says, 60 years is not enough. Why is not enough? Now the country have extended the retirement age. It has gone to 68 years old in Switzerland. So, we still got 8 years to go. So Brahma gave him another 10 years. Now got 70 years to live. He cried again. Brahma said, why you are crying? He said, 70 years is not enough. Brahma said, you are idiot. You don't even have a brain like a donkey, like a dog and monkey. People in the world, Brahma said, working very hard like a donkey for their survival. And after that, they become like a dog. They try to safeguard whatever they've accumulated in their life. And final part of their life, they become like a monkey, don't even able to stay in their own place. The children push them away, you go and stay in the old folks' home. In the Asian country, normally the parents are sent to son's house, and he keeps the parents for 3 months, and then he been sent to another son's house. He keeps the parents for 3 months, and to the daughter's house 3 months, and they go around in the circle 3 months, 3 months, 3 months. After that they become tired, they send them to the old folks' home. Brahma says, 70 years old, if you are not wanted to finish and come back, your own family members will throw you out from the house. Better voluntarily you come back to my abode. Otherwise you've been thrown out everywhere. And finally you will die without, your accumulated wealth, your property, your family and children. Nobody will be around there. Finally, come. That is the situation of the human being. A miserable condition. A rat was having a very big problem with the cat. So the rat went to the holy man. Oh, I'm having problem. Holy man asked, what's your problem? The cat is chasing me. So what do you want me to do? Please make me to become a cat. The holy man blessed. The rat became a cat. After some time, the cat came back again. Oh, I got more problem. What is that? The dog is chasing me. You become a dog. After that, the dog came back again. I'm having more problem. What is that? The tiger is chasing me. So what to do? Become a tiger. The moment the holy man made this rat to become a cat, to become a dog, to become a tiger, the moment he's become a tiger, and the tiger already roaring, he said, I'm hungry, I'm going to eat you. And the holy man said, he become rat again. This is our situation. You come to Switzerland. From the rat to cat to Jalaja Navalakshani Stavara Laksha Vimsati Krimayo Rudra Sankyakcha Pakshinam Dasa Lakshanam Trimsa Lakshani Pasua Chatur Lakshani Manusa. Because we are not very grateful to Krishna for giving us this human body, and we wanted to be separated from Krishna, for that reason we are going through 8,400,000 species of life. Like Prabhupada mentioned here, we start from the aquatic, starts in the water. 900,000 types of a living being in the water. And after that we become a plant and tree, 2 million species. And after that we become insect and reptiles, 1,100,000. And after that we become birds, 1 million kinds of species. And after that we become four-legged animals, 3 million species. And finally we become human being. Beautifully Srimad Bhagavatam explains, there in the Canto 11, chapter 20, text 17. Nirdeham matyam sullabam sudhullabam Plavam sukalpam guru karnadharam Maya anukulena nabhasvateritam Pumad bhavadbhimna tare sa atmaha. The Bhagavatam explains, he says the material world is like a big ocean. And to cross the ocean, you need a good ship to cross the ocean. The material body is the good ship to cross the ocean of this material existence. And the spiritual master is the good captain of this ship. And Krishna's instruction in the form of Bhagavad Gita is a favorable wind to push the ship towards our destination. Bhagavatam says, with the good ship of this material body, with a good captain, with a favorable wind by Krishna's advice, if you do not utilize the better opportunity, the gift in your life, you are just killing yourself, nothing else. Nothing else. So in this way, here, kindly Krishna is bringing a guidance for us. We require two things in our life. We require Krishna's mercy, and we require a mercy of the bona fide spiritual master. Yasya deve parabhaktir yada deve tada ugura tasyeta kadirta yirta prakasante mahatmanaha. The deep understanding about the journey of life of Krishna consciousness only can be known by having a unflinching faith in Guru and Krishna. A devotional service is the only meant for us to come out from this material entanglement. The conclusion of the Vedas is that Bhagavan Sambandha Bhaktir Abhideya Aya Prema Prayojana Vedatina Vastukaya. The conclusion of the Vedas is that we don't have any relationship with anybody here in the material world eternally. We don't have any eternal relationship here. Our mother, our father, our children, husband and wife, the country and everything is only a temporary relationship. But the eternal relationship we have got with Krishna alone. Bhagavan Sambandha. And because we wanted to enjoy separately from Krishna, now we have lost that relationship. Now to reconnect back again that relationship is that now we have to Bhakti Abhideya Haya. That now we can reconnect again through the devotional service to Krishna. And that will help us to achieve the human goal of life, which is to revive our love for Krishna. So in the Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 text 49, Krishna explains to Arjuna, Dure nahi avaram karma buddhi yogam dhananjaya buddhau saranam anvincha kripana pala etava. Krishna told Arjuna, my dear Arjuna, keep away all your karmic reaction. Whatever reaction coming in your life, keep away all this karmic reaction coming from the sinful activities by the performance of bhakti yoga, devotional service. In the chapter 2, text 50, Krishna explained, Buddhi yukto jahatiha ube sukrite duskriter tasmad yogaya yunjasva yoga karma sukkausalam. Krishna told Arjuna, material world means it brings in good result and bad results. Sukriti and duskriti, both also not good for you. There are people thinking, I don't do anything bad to the other people. Let me do something good for the people. Give food for the poor people. Give clothing for the poor people. Build hospital. Do charity work. They're thinking I'm doing a very good work in this country. I'm not a bad fellow. Krishna says, good or bad, there's a reaction in your life. There is the sukriti punya, a good merit in your life. There's duskriti, there's a sin. For the good result, you go to the heavenly planet and come back again to this world. And for the bad result, we go to the hellish planet and come back again to this world. So good and bad, we have to come back again to Switzerland. Maybe Switzerland. I hope it's not Afghanistan. So in this way, he says that devotional service will free one from this sukriti and duskriti. Karmajan buddhi yukto hi palam tyaktva manisinaha janma banda vinirmuktam padam gachanti anamayam. In the chapter 2, text 51, Krishna says, in the past there are many devotees. Janma Banda Vinirmukta, many devotees have become free from the birth, old age, disease and death by performing devotional service. Yadate moha kalilam buddhi vyati tarisyasi tada gantasi nirvedam srutavya srutasya cha. In the chapter 2, text 52, Krishna told Arjuna, by performing devotional service, now your thinking becomes different. Earlier, before hearing about Krishna consciousness, you've been thinking, oh, smoking is very good for me, you smoke. After hearing Krishna consciousness, you understand smoking is not good, I have to give up. And you've been thinking, okay, alcohol is good for you. And now you become Krishna conscious, you give up. And before you are Krishna conscious, not hearing about Krishna, you're thinking that, oh, there are friends in my life. But by becoming Krishna conscious, you understand there is no friend, no enemy for me in my life. The friend and enemy are sitting within me. So Krishna told Arjuna, by hearing Krishna consciousness, your intelligence come out from the forest of enjoyment, material enjoyment. And you'll be indifferent to what you have heard in the past, what you are hearing today, what you're going to hear in the future. Everything will become indifferent. You won't blindly follow everything. Now you know how to use your intelligence. That you need a bit of Krishna consciousness in your life. Just like the lion was going in the forest. A lion going and attacking, eating the animals. So now one day the lion was sleeping. He had a good sleep. The next day morning when the lion got up, he opens his mouth. And his girlfriend, the wife lion, said, oh, very smelly. The lion got very angry inside. How dare you can say, my mouth smells. But because he's his girlfriend, his wife, so he has to submit to the wife. You have no other choice. The women are very powerful. You don't play with them. A woman is the backbone for any population to become the good. The women are the very reason for population go down, because the children are coming from the womb of the woman. If their consciousness is proper, good children will come out. If the consciousness is no good, bad children will come out. And if you go and play around with their life and their emotion disturb, and that will be a great bad population in the world. So now the lion not able to say anything to his wife. But the lion was very angry. Now the lion went to a donkey. There was a donkey standing. The lion opened his mouth and asked the donkey, is my mouth smells? Is it smelly? The donkey, very scared of the lion, the donkey speak the truth. Yes, Majesty, very smelly. And the lion got angry and jumped on the donkey and killed the donkey. But he was not able to do it with his wife. She's the boss. After some time, the man understands. For anybody to live happily in this world, they must please the woman. The Bhumi, the earthly planet, the woman represent the earthly planet. The man represents the heavenly planet. The spiritual master represents the spiritual planet. So you want to be happy in this earthly planet, you must not fight with your wife. You should not make her angry. Like the lion going around. Okay. She said, you're idiot. Sorry, forgive me. You have no time to play around, mortgage your life. So now the donkey got killed. And after that, the lion went to a deer. And he opened his mouth, asked the deer, is it smelly? And the deer noticed that the donkey got killed because he had spoken the truth. So the deer decided, I will never say the truth, lie to the lion. When the lion opened the mouth and asked the deer, is it smelly? And the deer said, no, Majesty, no smell, nothing. Beautiful fragrance are coming from your mouth. And the lion got angry. You idiot, you're trying to cheat me? And jumped and killed the deer. And now there was a jackal was noticing the thing. The jackal saw why the donkey got killed, because he spoke the truth. And why now the deer got killed, because he lies to the lion. And the jackal is very intelligent. So the lion went to the jackal. You tell me. He opens his mouth. Is it smelly? The jackal told lion, my dear Majesty, I'm very sorry. Please forgive me. Past few days, I'm not able to have a good breathing due to COVID. The COVID has attacked my nose. I'm not having a good breathing, not well. So he let go the jackal. Vacho Vegam, Manaso Krodha Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udarapasta Vegam. Only a person can become a leader of any organization, can become a leader of the country, can become a leader of the family. He can become a spiritual master if he is able to control. Vacho Vegam, Manaso Krodha Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udarapasta Vegam. He is able to control his mind, is able to control his anger, is able to control his tongue. If he's able to control his senses, then he becomes the spiritual master, a leader of the world. But here Prabhupada mentioned there are so many pasandis, the cheaters, in the name of the gurus and swamis and renunciates, they're moving around for their own material gain. They build something, There was a man, he got a beautiful samadhi. And he was doing puja in the samadhi. And in India, there are many places they got samadhi of different people. So he was doing the puja for the samadhi, in the samadhi. So slowly people started to come. Nobody have inquired from him, what is this samadhi all about? So he was ringing bell and then he was doing puja and people started to come and then they were, sitting in the samadhi and people felt little bit peace and happy. In this way, he was making a lot of money from the samadhi worship. But nobody have asked him, what samadhi is this? So he became very rich by just keeping the samadhi and doing puja. People donated a lot of money. And his son grown up, the son become restless. All the time he's asking money from the father. The father keep giving money, but he still keep asking. Then one day the father thought, enough is enough. I give one lump sum. This one lump sum money I give you one baby donkey. You take and go. You find your own way to make money. So the son took the money from the father, he took the baby donkey and then he went away. And on the way that baby donkey died. And he built a small samadhi for the baby donkey with the money father has given. And he started to do puja, ringing the bell. So slowly people are saying that, there's a holy man, he got a samadhi, ringing and ringing and ringing. And people say, very nice, very peaceful. And he became more, glorious than the father. He was making more money than the father. And the father heard that, that his son is doing very well with the samadhi. The father invited him to come. So the father asked him, how you are able to make more money than me? He said, Father, do you remember? You gave me some money, you gave me the baby donkey. Yeah, the baby donkey died away already. With your money, I made the samadhi for the baby donkey. And everybody coming, nobody asked, what is that samadhi? I've been making a lot of money. I'm only very sad to see that the baby donkey's mother, I don't know what happened to the mother. That son said. And the father said, idiot, that samadhi I'm keeping, that is a mother's donkey samadhi. In this way, the father and son made lots of money simply by keeping the samadhi of the donkey. So people blindly follow everything in this world. So Krishna says, tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshantiti jnanam jnaninas tadvada. You must go to a bona fide spiritual master. Who is that bona fide spiritual master? Evam parampara praptam ema rajarishyo vido sakalene mahato yoganasta parantapa. That is coming from the parampara, the disciplic succession which has started from Lord Krishna himself. So there are 32 names are there in the Bhagavad Gita when you read. Number 1, Krishna taught this transcendental knowledge to Brahma. Brahma to Narada. Narada taught to Vyasa. Vyasadeva taught to Madhava. Madhava to Padmanabha. Padmanabha to Narhari. Narhari to Madhava. Madhava to Akshobhaya. Akshobhaya taught to Jayatirtha. Jayatirtha to Jnanasindhu. Jnanasindhu to Dayanidhi. Dayanidhi taught to Vidyanidhi, Vidyanidhi taught to Rajendra, Rajendra taught to Jayadharma, Jayadharma taught to Purushottama, Purushottama taught to Brahmanya Tirtha, Brahmanya Tirtha taught to Vyasa Tirtha, Vyasa Tirtha taught to Lakshmipati, Lakshmipati taught to Madhavendra Puri, Madhavendra Puri taught to Iswarapuri, Iswarapuri taught to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught to Rupa, Rupa taught to Raghunath, Raghunath taught to Krishnadas Kaviraj, Krishnadas Kaviraj taught to Narottam Das Thakur, Narottam taught to Vishwanath Chakravarti, Vishwanath Chakravarti taught to Baladev Vidya Bhushana, Jagannath Das Babaji, Jagannath Babaji taught to Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur taught to Gaur Kishore Das Babaji, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji taught to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj taught to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And in this way Prabhupada taught his disciples. So our organization, ISKCON Brahma Gaudiya Madhava organization, is coming from the proper disciplic succession. So we are very fortunate to be connected into this bona fide. Otherwise, our life is funny. We would have gone to many different samadhi. We would have been worshipping different kind of donkey in our life. By the great mercy of Srila Prabhupada that we have got, great opportunity to be connected in ISKCON Krishna Conscious Movement. So thank you so much for being here. Today is getting late today, and it's going to be 8:45. I think we're going to take prasadam, and we'll continue tomorrow. Hare Krishna Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Granandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Nitai Gaura Pramanande.